Okay, Ben, this is my narrated video. She told me the garage door was difficult to open. I yanked on it a little bit here by myself, and I would agree with her. I do know I haven't been able to see inside the garage really, or get inside of it. But there is a hole in the roof in the garage, and some sheetrock has collapsed. And so you can't open the door from the house to the garage very easily without tearing things up, and I didn't want to do that in front of her. And anyway, obviously the roof on the garage needs to be fixed. I did walk around the inside of the house, and I'll do that again when she shows up here in a minute. And I did not find any soft spots in the ceilings. So I think the negative area is limited to just the garage, which she did confirm to me was an add-on after the house was built. And you can see everything's overgrown, but that can be overcome pretty quickly. There's well, you can see things are caved in here. I don't know if this door opens. Looks like someone's kind of kicked it in here. I'm sure I could get into that if I pushed, but I don't want to make things worse than they are, so I won't. There's a patio that I'm standing on right now. There is concrete underneath here. I think there's a tree growing up out of the middle of it, so that's kind of odd. On the exterior, I don't know if you can see that separation there. I don't know if that's a major issue or not, but I figure all the windows would need to be replaced anyway. I'd like to come in and put central heat and air on. That's a telephone box. There's a crack on this corner, but it does not go all the way up. In fact, it doesn't even go all the way down. Kind of stops right about there. And I guess I'm standing in a flower bed. There's a crawl space, and looks like a gas line. That's kind of what the windows look like everywhere. Gas meter. Here's the other side of the porch. And you can see a big crack there. I don't know how much of an issue that is. I can kind of see up there where it's separated a little bit. Maybe the siding just wasn't done well. And I'll walk around here and see if I can get more. Okay, I am back at the front of the house. All right. You see a window unit. That would be something that I would want to invest in, is central heat and air. Here's the door. Don't know if that gives you any information or not. See the overall condition of things. It's locked. Gets a little funky here. Obviously there was an electrical box there at one point. I'm assuming that that probably got moved to the garage. I hope. Here's a cable that's been cut. That's probably just DirecTV or something. All this soffit on the porch looks pretty good. There's one more window. And they've boarded this door up. I probably would want this door to go away. I don't think the house needs two front doors really. So I don't know if that would be feasible or not. And here's that window and that crack that we came around from on the back side. And hopefully she'll show up here and I'll get inside. Okay. All right. So here is the wall-mounted heater that theoretically would want to come out, and here's the floor. Looks like there was a wall there someone removed, and a wall here, so they opened all this area up. This is right when you walk in the door. There's the front door. There's the window unit. There's a set of stairs that go up. stairs, obviously. Let's see here. Just trying to look at things. You can see there's some hardwood floor here, and then it segues to subfloor right around in here. And it does feel just a little soft, not real bad here. This chair rail is kind of rolling a little bit, if you can see that. And of course all that could come off pretty easily. Here's the door I showed you from the outside that I personally would like to just put a wall there if possible. And of course that might be a bigger deal on the outside of the house than it is on the inside of the house. And I apologize, I got one tiny little flashlight here and it's not doing as much good. Thought I had my good flashlight with me and I left it at the house. There's really nothing in this room of note. Let's see, show you the electrical outlets. You can tell they've just been around a while. This is probably right in here when it segues from the living area into here. You can feel the roll in the floor the most. Right here in this segue. But it's honestly not terrible. You can kind of see it. If I get down here, you can probably see that that dips down a bit as it heads towards this wall. But it does not, I mean, it is a noticeable drop off, but it does not feel soft on this side of the room. Then over here we're transitioning into the kitchen. Oh, you know what, before I do that, let me show you this. This is just underneath the stairway.
Is that out there where the, no, is that out there where the smoke shop is?
Okay. And then we transition over here. And again, the floor changes. But it still doesn't feel soft, really.
Is that the one like you're going toward
This is
west?
back here behind the refrigerator.
Good enough to kind of make it back to the house.
And it feels okay. These are the counters. I don't know. I'm not sure what kind of material it is. And the sink and the cabinets, I don't know what could be restored and what might be easier to replace. And this is what I was telling you about. This is right here. You can see, I don't know if that makes sense to you. You can see sheetrock there. It's just kind of hanging that door up. And I could almost lift it up. Oh, hey, I just did. Hey, we're in the garage. Keep this open. Okay, so here's the garage. Obviously, it's full of stuff. But you can see. Okay, so you can see it's added on. You see the asphalt underneath there, siding. So this really was just pretty much glued onto the side of the house here. Cinder block wall on that back wall, and then the side that is up against the garage. This is it. All right. And here's another electrical box. I don't know if I can safely get over here. I'm gonna try to. A little bit of cleanup. They say they're gonna empty everything out. That box is super scary looking to me, but maybe because I'm not an electrician. There's a window that I did not notice inside the house, so I'm sure they just put a wall there. Garage door, which would need to be replaced, I would think. And the rest of this is all cinder block. I don't see any cracks in it, so we might be okay there. Obviously, there's some issues with this, with the roof, and I imagine there's some rot in there. All right. So, after this, I'm going to go ahead and go upstairs. Okay, let's see here. I forgot the bathroom. This is one spot. When I was in here on Saturday, it was raining quite a bit.
Yeah, I had Paul. Paul was in there, but he needs new glasses, and he was saying he couldn't see where it was leaking, but I told him what you said, so,
Well, I didn't know where it was leaking either.
Okay.
So, but
you said the rug was wet there?
yeah, you can step on it. It's pretty mushy. So,
Okay.
so there's some subfloor in this bathroom that needs to be replaced, and it's got one toilet and one bathtub. I don't know if the bathtub would need to be resurfaced or replaced, or if it could just be cleaned really well. I just noticed there is not a shower.
No.
So.
Paul tried to get his mom and dad to put one in, and his dad went stubborn on him. Why,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
It didn't happen.
that can be remedied. Okay, so now we're gonna go up the stairs, and you can see there was carpet on the stairs at some point. It is quite a bit warmer up here. Whew. But it's 20 degrees warmer up here. All right, so here's upstairs. And what I'm thinking is, it's all just kind of one big area. You can tell they were using it as kind of 2 bedrooms with kind of this makeshift closet area over here. But what I would like to do, what I've envisioned, is turning it into at least 2 bedrooms with closets. And here's the bathroom up here. It does not have, it just has a sink and it has a toilet, and that is it. So, and it's not a lot of square foot in this bathroom. This just goes into the closet. So, the doors, at least that door looks like it's pretty salvageable. So some of these doors are salvageable, I believe. Something weird in the upstairs area is it has a drop ceiling, like an unfinished drop ceiling, which I don't love, as you might imagine. So anyway, I think that's the broad strokes of this place. And you take a look at it and let me know what you think, and maybe this will be something worthwhile. See ya. Ben, I forgot to tell you, this house is about 100 years old, and the second story was, I don't know that the house was initially built to be a 2-story. So if you can tell me, see if I can get this in scope here, but in a house this old, typically the ceilings would be 12-foot walls here, at least, and these are more like 8 foot. So they think they lowered, at some point whenever they started building on upstairs, they lowered this ceiling to create more support for upstairs. And the floors upstairs do feel solid. Okay?